We have our AB Calculus quiz on today, October 18th, 2017. 3 problems. First one, a multiple choice problem. Let f be the function defined below where a and b are constants. If f is differentiable at x equals 3, what is the value of a minus b? Well, to be differentiable, we know that first a function must be continuous. And the function will only be continuous if the function exists, where in this case x equals 3, and the limit exists. And for a limit to exist, we have to have the limit as x approaches 3 from the left side of this function f of x has to be equal to the limit as x approaches 3 from the right side. There we go, 3 from the right side of f of x. On the left side, we have this ax minus b. So I'm going to put this ax minus b on the left side is equal to the right side, which is x squared plus bx. And now we're going to substitute in that 3. So ax is going to be 3a minus b equals x squared, and that's going to be 3 squared, or 9, plus bx, well, that's going to be 3b. So we have one equation, but 2 unknowns. But fortunately, we can do a different type of limit evaluation here. So for that, we have a limit also, but the limit as x approaches 3 from the left side, not of f of x, but f prime of x, equals limit as x approaches 3 from the right side of f prime of x. And so the left side here is going to be ax minus b. Well, what we're going to have is the derivative of ax minus b is going to be simply a, because that x is going to be 1. So we're going to have just a on the left side. On the right side, we're going to have 2x plus b, because that's bx. And now we can just substitute in 3 for x. So we have a equals 3, 2 times 3, which is 6, plus b. And now we have 2 equations and 2 unknowns. I'm just going to clean up this equation on the left side by adding b to both sides here. So we have 3a equals 9 plus 4b. And we can just, what's going to be the easiest substitution? Probably we have a equals 6 plus b already. So we can just replace this a over here with 6 plus b. So we're going to have 3 times 6 plus b equals 9 plus 4b. And so we have 18 distributing plus 3b equals 9 plus 4b. So we can here subtract 3b from both sides of this equation, and then also subtract 9 from each side of the equation. So what we have is, on the left side, 18 minus 9 is 9. On the right side, 4b minus 3b is b. So b equals 9. And a, take that we're going to substitute that in for this b here. So a equals 6 plus b, which we've already solved for, which is 9. So a is equal to 15. So we said, what is a minus b? Okay, a minus b equals 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. So a little bit of a work to do. I'm looking for the right logic on this one. Okay, next problem. 2. If h of x equals x squared sine x, what is h prime of x? Bonus, what is h prime of pi? For that, we have a product of two functions here, x squared and sine x. And so for that, my recommendation is to kind of put this in this graphic organizer fashion here, where you have this u prime, v prime thing. So we got x squared, and the derivative of x squared is 2x. And then we have v is going to be sine x, and then the derivative of sine x is cosine x. So that's going to be h prime of x is going to be equal to this x squared cosine x plus 2x sine x. So basically, this is the problem worked out. And yes, you can do some factoring out, but I'm okay with that. So now we're going to find bonus, what is h prime of pi? So we're going to say h prime of pi is equal to, replacing x with pi, we got x squared is going to be pi squared times cosine pi. Well, cosine pi is going to be -1 plus 2 pi, and sine pi is 0. So that's going to just cancel out, being equal to 0. So h prime of pi is going to be equal to negative pi squared. So that would be a bonus, and that's okay. Last one here for the function f of x equals 2 over x squared. What is the equation of the line tangent to the graph of f of x where x equals -2? For that, I'm going to rewrite this f of x as 2x to the -2 power. And so f prime of x is equal to -2 times 2, and we have x to the -3 power, subtracting. So we use the power rule, multiply by -2, and then subtracted 1 from that exponent of -2. So we have -4 over x cubed. That's going to be f prime of x. And now substituting -2, f prime of -2 is equal to -4 over -2 to the third power. What we're going to have here is f prime -2 is going to be equal to -4 over -2 cubed is going to be -8. So we're going to simplify here to 1/2. And then, so we need two things, a point and a slope. Well, our point, our slope, we have m sub t is equal to 1/2. And our point, well, I usually get the point first, but I forgot to do it this time. No harm done. We have negative 2, comma. Well, we're going to take this f of 2, or negative 2, rather, is equal to 2 over negative 2 squared, which will come down below, equals 2 over 4. So f of negative 2 equals 1/2. So our point is negative 2 comma 1/2. And so our equation is going to be y minus y1 equals m, which is going to be 1/2. We have x minus x1, well, minus negative 2 is going to be plus 2. So this is going to be the equation for our tangent line. Good luck, and thanks for viewing.